Hi, Beck Ann here, and it is time for me to do the June sheetload of cards. And this is the sketch. It's by Call Me Crafty Owl, and all you have to do to play along is subscribe to her channel, and I will link that down in the description box below. And this month, it is a 6x6 pattern papers. We use 6x6 and it's going to make 8 cards, but I think I'm just going to do 4 of them, and then maybe I'll do 8 another time. That's what's great about Crafty Owl's sketches. Even though it does 8 cards, she will give the dimensions of everything you need for 1 card, so that's very helpful. And she has exactly how you need to cut your 6x6 paper. So I have picked out this Homemade Holiday by Queen & Company. And I got this last August during I think their July sale, their Christmas in July. And so I'm going to use this paper and this paper, and they're double-sided, so that's going to work out nicely for me. That way I can make 4 cards. So I'm going to cut it up and I'll show you where I'm at. I just wanted to show you, after you follow the cutting guide, this is what you get. And for your pattern paper, you only have these 2 little scraps that'll make great banners on the inside. So as I put this together, I was sitting here and thinking it would really step this card up if I use an embossing folder. And since these are going to be Christmas cards, I thought I would use a snowflake embossing. So I want to show you the difference. So I really think that it made a big difference. And as we had put this together, you'll see that just a little bit of it shows, but I do feel like it would have been fine to have it without embossing, but having just that little bit of embossing is giving it just a little bit of more interest for me. And these are double-sided, so I really like that. There are instructions that talk about cut your 3x3 panel and then cut it into 1-inch strips. So that's just really important for you to know before you start putting this together. And if your paper has a direction, like this one does, as you see, be mindful of when you cut it, because I wouldn't want my trees to be sideways for this long strip. So this was a very easy cut on this sheet load. Now when you put these on, it is better if you do the 2 sides and then center the middle one. Alright, I'm just putting this one together for you, just so you can see if you want to know what I did for how I put these together. And then put the middle one. And you also have to make sure they're lined up correctly, which I don't know if mine are. Yeah, I think it's okay. When I had cut the striped panel, I was trying to figure out where to put the stripes, and it was like a puzzle piece because I had dropped them, having to figure out where they went to make sure I had it right. So this is how quickly this comes together. So my card bases are ready, and I was thinking when I started this, when I saw this paper, I knew exactly what I wanted as my focal point on these cards. Now, if you look at this sketch, if you have just the right paper, all you need is a sentiment. But I feel like this is like a candy shop or a bakery. And so I wanted to put a focal point on these cards, and I am going to use these Peachy Keen stamps, these gingerbread dolls and faces. So I've cut out some of these, and I thought we'd put one together, and then you can see what I'm up to with it. But these, there's also a accessories, clothes and accessory dies, and you could just buy this set and make little people like this. This is how they come. Now, Jill Norwood over on her channel, she made sure to tell everybody that Peachy Keen through Saturday at midnight is having a 30% off sale. So with these Peachy Keen dies, you get 2 in the pack, and I always like this cardstock is called Cinnamon Cider, and they don't have it at Stampin' Up! Anymore, but I chose to get a bunch of it because I really like it. I think it's a great color for gingerbreads. So I always go around and ink the edges, and this comes with these adorable face stamps, so I'm going to use some of those. When you ink the edges, it makes it look like it's a little bit, you know, toasty, just a little crunchy on the edges. So, I'm doing that. And I've got some cute little faces. I'm ready to go. So what's neat about their stamps is they actually are a little peachy colored. Alright, so stamp the face. Isn't that cute? Now I want this one to be a little boy. So I have this little, I cut out with the accessory dies, these little bottoms, and so I'm going to put some bottoms on him. And it comes with all kinds of little bows and hearts and stars. So you get the little clothes on them. And there's a chef hat. So I want to put the chef hat on him. Where did I put it? I found his little chef hat, and I inked it around in some vintage photo, just like I did the little gingerbread. And I'm going to put that on his head. See how much fun it is? It's paper dolls all over again. Just like that. Isn't that cute? It's coming together nicely. Now they have these little bitty swirls of, not swirls, but you know what I mean. These little bitty icing, that's it. The icing for his arms and feet. So I'm putting those on, and there's utensils, cooking utensils as well. So now these are pretty small. I often use my tweezers to put them on. Well, I am here finishing up the very last card. I am putting some snowflake gems on it from Stampin' Up. They're a retired Stampin' Up product. And I put a little bit of this frosty Stickles lace on them, on their mouths and on their spatula and spoons. I am loving how they turned out, you guys. As soon as I finish getting these snowflakes on, I will show you all of them. I want this to also be a Satmorn Makes hosted by Jillian Norwood. We hop around and see what everybody has made all week. It's an open collaboration. So let me just show you. I used 3 of these recollection gems on them as well. Isn't it cute? And I did put them up on some foam tape as well. Now this was the first one I did, and I had put her down flat and added some gems for her little ponytails. And the pink cheeks, I used a little chalk that I have from Stampin' Up! Pastels. This color back here is called Melon Mambo. And the blue is called Bermuda Bay. They're Stampin' Up! Colors. So they turned out really cute. Oh, I didn't get the gems on this one. Well, I'll get the gems on that. Let me get the last one for you. I think this one's my little cheerleader ginger. This just reminds me of a cheerleading outfit. Let me show you how I finished up the insides of all of them. Just with the 2 little banners and a Merry Christmas. So, you know, this is the perfect time to start your Christmas cards. So I hope you enjoyed seeing mine. And I think this one was my favorite for sure. I hope you're having a great crafty day and that you give Alicia, Call Me Crafty Owl, Sheetloads a try. Remember, this made 8 cards. I just chose to take 2 pieces and make 4 of them. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye for now.